I'm Rick Watson, and here's this week's Highlander Highlights, brought to you by Visit Myrtle Beach. Plan your summer vacation now at visitmyrtlebeach.com. Leading off with track and field, sprinter Amelia Reynolds had one of the best days in competition in Radford women's track and field history and was rewarded by being named the 2018 Big South Indoor Track and Field Freshman of the Year. Sophomore Letitia Chambers was named to the Big South All-Academic team at the conclusion of the Big South Championships on Saturday. Reynolds' performance helped the Highlanders finish fourth at the Big South Indoor Championships with 82 points, the most they have accumulated since getting 118 back in 2001. Reynolds earned a top spot at the podium in 4 different events on Saturday. She began the day by breaking the school record in the 400-meter dash with a time of 55.42 seconds, placing second. Reynolds followed that by placing third in the 60-meter dash with a personal record time. Her third medal came in the 200-meter dash, where she posted yet another PR, earning second place. Fellow freshman Carrington Harrison earned Radford's sole gold medal at the Big South Championships by topping the field in the 60-meter hurdles with a personal record time of 8.73 seconds, which ranks 5th in program history. The Highlanders will now have a couple of weeks to rest to gear up for the outdoor season that begins with the Coastal Carolina Invitational on Friday, March 9th, and concludes on Saturday, March 10th. In men's basketball, it was a terrific week for the Highlanders as Radford ended the regular season with a sweep over Commonwealth foes Liberty and Longwood on Thursday and Saturday. On Thursday night, Radford received an all-around effort from its offense and defense as the Highlanders swept the Blue Ridge Battle over Liberty with a 63-50 victory in the Vine Center. Offensively, Radford placed 3 in double figures as Ed Polite Jr. poured in a game-high 23 points. Radford's defense held Liberty scoreless for nearly 10 minutes and without a field goal for a span of 10 minutes and 41 seconds in the second half. That helped Radford build a 17-point lead. Then on Saturday, it was a dominating effort in all facets of the game as the Highlanders closed out the regular season with a 70-47 victory at Longwood. Junior guard Caleb Tanner led all scorers with 15 points, knocking down a season-high 5 three-pointers. Freshman Leroy Butts played his best game as a Highlander, posting career highs in points with 11 and rebounds with 7. The official seeding and pairings for the 2018 Big South Conference Men's Basketball Championship are now finalized, with Radford predicted to finish 7th in the preseason poll, earning the number 2 seed after winning its final 4 games. The Highlanders will tip-off play in the tournament quarterfinals at 1 p.m. on Thursday against the winner of 7th-seeded High Point and the 10th-seeded Longwood Lancers. In women's hoops, Radford continued its late-season dominance with 2 blowout victories this past week. For the second consecutive game, Radford collected a 40-point victory as the Highlanders improved their winning streak to 7 straight in an 81-39 thrashing of Longwood Tuesday night inside of the Dedman Center. Senior forward Janela White put together a 12-12 effort from the field for a career-high 26 points. The perfect shooting performance etches White's name into the Radford record books once again, as she is the second women's basketball player in the program's history to be perfect in double-digit field goal attempts. Then a strong third quarter fueled Radford's 64-40 victory over Presbyterian Saturday afternoon in Clinton, South Carolina, as the Highlanders picked up their 7th win of the season by 20-plus points. Radford ran its winning streak to 8 straight and has now won 12 out of its last 13 contests. Jada Worthy had 20 points to lead all Radford scorers. The win gives the Highlanders 20 wins for the second straight season, marking the first time Radford has won 20-plus games in back-to-back seasons since 2007 and 2008. Radford will conclude road action on Tuesday at 4 o'clock as the Highlanders look to sweep the season series at High Point. The Highlanders will then celebrate Senior Day when they host Campbell at 2 p.m. this coming Saturday. In softball, the Highlanders split with Drexel and Mercer in its final day of action at the Black and Orange Challenge as both games went into extra innings. The Highlanders defeated the Drexel Dragons 6-5 in 10, but lost a 3-2 heartbreaker to Mercer in 8 innings. Talia Douglas had a stellar performance for the Highlanders, who now stand at 9-4 on the season as she had 5 hits and 4 RBIs. She also had 2 doubles and she scored a couple of runs in the last day of the challenge. The Highlanders won 3 of the 4 games over the weekend. Radford returns to the New River Valley with a 7 p.m. matchup against Virginia Tech in Blacksburg this coming Wednesday. In baseball, Radford was unable to pick up its second series win on the season as the Highlanders split the Saturday doubleheader with Jacksonville State. Radford took Game 1 9-5 before dropping the second contest 5-0. Andrew Zamsky led the offensive charge in the opener of the double dip with 4 hits. Kyle Butler reached base 5 times on the day, improving his on-base percentage to .424. Andrew Nardi picked up the victory for the Highlanders in Game 1, who now stand at 3-4 on the season. The first game of the new River Valley Showdown is slated for Tuesday, as Radford will be the first opponent for Virginia Tech inside of its newly remodeled Union Park. The first pitch is set for 4 p.m. The Highlanders will then head to Conway, South Carolina over the weekend for a tournament hosted by the Chanticleers. Radford will play Maryland on Friday, Ball State on Saturday, and the host Chanticleers on Sunday afternoon. And in tennis, on the men's side, the Highlanders posted 2 sweeps over non-Division I foes with a 9-0 conquest of Bluefield College on Tuesday and a 7-0 victory over Belmont Abbey on Saturday. Radford will now take a week off to prepare for 4 matches over 5 days during its annual spring break throughout the Sunshine State of Florida. And on the women's side, the Highlanders had a split week, opening with a 5-2 win over George Mason in Fairfax on Friday. Radford then fell 5-2 against George Washington on Saturday in the nation's capital. The Highlanders will next head to Boone, North Carolina on Friday for a 2 p.m. match with Appalachian State. And that's been a look at this week's Highlander highlights, brought to you by Visit Myrtle Beach. You can plan your summer vacation now at visitmyrtlebeach.com. For RadfordAthletics.com, I'm Rick Watson.